What is up guys, it's Eddi and today I'm going to be reacting to the DBC25 Loopstation Wildcards. I would like to make a few disclaimers. I have pre-watched these, which I was very eager to. Going back and revisiting these videos, I want to give my opinions, I want to give some of the things that I liked, some things that could have been better. I want to give my 2 cents. Second, I would like to try to not pause in the middle of their set because since they spent a lot of their own time and effort into this, I just feel like it'd be respectful for me not to pause. There might be things that I'd like to say during the middle of it. Yeah. The very first wildcard that I want to get into is one by my boy Retainer. He competed in the DBC 2K23, I think it was called, and he placed 4th in the competition. I heard that his wildcard drum mix was not very clean or very pronounced because you could barely hear it, but I'm hoping that this year, you know, it sounds much better and he's performing at a higher level, and I wish nothing but the best for the guy. Yeah, let's just get this started, I guess. Already, you can hear the drums. So, you know, this wildcard is definitely going to be better than the one he did last year. Let me actually rewind that.
This is Retainer. This is my wildcard for the Dungeon Beatbox Champs 2025 Loopstation.
I've already sold the pot of gold, and I've been lying for way too long. Yeah, my story's already been told. Yeah, I've already sold the pot of gold, and I've been lying for way too long.
Yeah, let's get it going.
My story's already been told. Yeah, I've already sold the pot of gold, and I've been lying for way too long.
Clean. So clean. Damn. And that was Retainer. The first thing that I want to say, the drum kit is definitely more pronounced and definitely more clean. I really enjoyed that one part when he added the, I think it was the chorus effect. Yeah, that little da, 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 da. I like the texture of that sound. It's ear candy. It sounds really nice. I definitely loved the second drop as well. I don't know what that type of drop is called. The one where it has like that kick and then the bass though. But it's so subtle, and then like the little chords on top of it. It's so clean. And mind you, Retainer I think is the only one that is using the MK1 to my knowledge. If you don't know the difference between the MK1 and the MK2, the MK2 has more effects, more buttons, which basically makes it more versatile to use and definitely harder to use because there's a bigger learning curve, and it's way more advanced than the MK1. But the way that Retainer uses his MK1 is very, very creative, and I appreciate still having that beatbox element in the track itself, because a lot of this, you know, MK2 stuff is pre-programmed stuff, like my music, and I don't even admit that, but I try to keep that element of like, at least it does sound like beatbox, and it's not just some hyper-produced thing, and I really appreciate that out of Retainer's round. And yeah, that was Retainer. Next up we have Dave Flame. I don't actually know much about him, but from what I watched from his Wildcard, I really liked his musicality, and I'm assuming that he does more musical things. We'll probably see when the battles are out. I really am anticipating. I know I said I didn't want to pause, but I just want to take a moment to appreciate how well crafted that melody is. It's just very clean. And the bass, it just keeps getting better. Okay, I'm sorry. Feel it. That was amazing. I think this is the most clean, well-mixed track of this entire wildcard thing. His melodies were very, very smooth, very pleasing to the ear. It felt really bright, uplifting, happy. That drop again, it sounds really nice, especially when executed well. While Retainers had a more gritty texture to it, which is definitely really strong as well, this takes that concept and turns it sort of more musical with this and the chords on top of it. It just works very well. And that bass in general is really strong. I really loved this track. Oh wait, I didn't give it a thumbs up yet. You guys should give a thumbs up to all of these artists that I'm currently reacting to because they're just amazing. And yeah, that was Dave Flame. The last one that I want to get into is by Drea. I think I'm saying that right. Again, I don't know much about her, but it's also very musically inclined, which I am definitely not opposed to. I love musicality. Just surround sound. Again, the delay. You definitely found your place in the competition and in this world. That was amazing. 3 things that I want to say about it. I like being able to hear what the singer is saying. I don't think I've mentioned it, but the last Wildcard we just watched, the vocal mixing wasn't very clear, but with Drea, it's very clear. You could hear what she's trying to say, you could hear her message. It was just very clean in general. 2, she uses like a panning delay very uniquely. I don't really use panning delay because personally I don't know how to use it, if I'm being for real. I don't know what it adds or takes away from the fact that it makes it feel more immersive, I guess. But I'm just not one to use it. The way she used it though definitely got me sucked in. The third point that I want to make, the overall structure of the song felt really grounded. It didn't stray off to be something like what other beatboxers would sometimes do, make beats that sort of stray away from the message. I liked that this one for sure had something to say and stayed consistent throughout. And yeah, I think that concludes it for today. 3 wildcards, 3 epic wildcards. Please give them a like, please give them a view, subscribe to me, give this video a like, and just spread the love. With all this hard work and effort, I feel like they should get something in return. That being said, have a good day.